But there has been some significant relief coming in for road developers as the revised toll policy got cleared. So let's understand this a bit better. We've got the management of Gammon Infra as well as Ashok Buildcon joining in right now. Satish Parak, MD at Ashoka Buildcon, and we've got with us Kishore Kumar Mohanty, MD at Gammon Infra. Mr. Mohanty, hi, morning. Firstly, let me start off with you. What is your broad understanding of the CCEA approvals that have come through, and how does it benefit companies like yours?
Let me at the outset acknowledge that both in NHAI and in government, people are acknowledging that need to kickstart the road sector and especially the infrastructure sector, and some positive step is required. To that extent, this measure is quite heartening and a positive move. But yes, I have my own apprehension about why the only 23 projects were selected, which are the premium cases. Second thing is we need to see the implementation model, how they are going to implement it, and there are few questions which is unanswered, is how it is going to improve the economic viability of the project, and if the economic viability at this juncture is a question mark, then how the financial closure of these projects are happening. Even all these things happen, then still to see some result at the ground level, it will take at least 1 to 1.5 years. So it is not going to immediately translate into some action at the grassroots level, and it is not have the desired result what might be the government or NHAI is looking for. My second part of the answer on this is, fundamentally, if the project has been delayed, there is an increase in cost. How we are answering this additional increase in cost by this measure? This does not address that. Second thing is, by deferring the premium for a future point of time, of that point of time, suppose in that project that amount of toll is not collected. Though how this deferment is going to be effective and how it is going to be protected for NHAI government or for the project. These are my initial comments on this.
Satish, the new restructuring policy is coming with some riders. Now we can argue that what will be the final implications of some of those riders, but the broader message here is very simple. Get your act together and let's kickstart the economic recovery.
That is fine. That's why I am telling you, it will require a time lead of at least 1 to 1.5 years, because out of these 23 projects, most of the projects has not achieved the financial closure. So it will still have a time to have that desired result of to kickstart the economy in next 1 to 1.5 years. And second part of the age, why 23 projects? Suppose last year in that period around 49 projects were bidded. What is the difficulty in the balance project? Nobody has addressed. In those projects also, some of the project financial closure has happened, still the project is not getting started. And if you really want to see some result at the grassroots level, then those projects which are under implementation and financial closure has happened, if some package comes there, might be the result will be much faster than these 23 projects where the most of the projects financial closure has not happened.
Mr. Mohanty, I'll come back to you, but right now let me get also, Satish in also. Satish, there are some riders. Now the final impact of some of these riders could be good or bad. But the attempt here clearly is to kickstart the entire road sector.
Yeah, the attempt is good in principle. I agree with Mr. Mohanty on all the views he has shared. See, basically it is the discount rate which will give some benefit to the highway developers. And the policy is still unclear on the discounting part of it. What NHAI has proposed was 10% discounting, and what we understand, the committee is looking at 12% discount rate. Now another part is there are 40 odd projects. There are two parts. 23 projects have not yet started. They have not seen the financial closure, and there are 16 projects which are work in progress. Now real benefit will come to these 16 projects only. These projects, since the cost escalation issue will not be here, so these projects can benefit if the policy comes in the right spirit. Otherwise, I do not see sector will benefit if the policy is not, if it is a suboptimal policy with high discounting rate and no relief for cost escalation, then it would not help the highway sector. Then the kickstart option left would be only to scrap these projects and put them for fresh bids.
Satish, so what do you make of the discounting rate which has been fixed at 12%? Some would argue that that is not very encouraging.
Yes, because going ahead with average 12% discounting rate for the entire concession period will definitely be harmful for the project, and all the projects on the face of it will be unviable.
Mr. Monti, the real devil in the details, so to speak, is the discounting rate, which has been fixed at 12%. If the discounting rate for a long-term project is fixed at 12%, that certainly will make the project unviable.
No, it will depend on what is the approach and how the government is approaching this problem area. Whether you are looking at funding the equity, then 12% is attractive rate, because equity never is available at 12% rate. If you are looking at a soft loan, okay, 12% is a higher rate, might be it should be the bank rate, which is the Reserve Bank rate. But if you are looking at a package to be given due to the deficiencies or delays in starting the project, giving the land, environment clearance, forest clearance, so that the project is becoming unviable, even the bank rate is not an attractive rate, because it needs to compensate the losses the concessionaire will have due to the increase in cost. So it depends on how do you approach the IA. If somebody is looking at this just is a temporary funding of the equity, then 12% is attractive rate. But if it is a soft loan, the 12% is a higher rate. And if it is a package to compensate for the losses of the increase in cost due to the delayed environment clearance, land acquisition and then this is no solution for it.
Satish, one final question. Will this move, do you also see asset sales becoming easier, or do you think it is going to be status quo over there?
If this move is applied to the projects which are in progress, then definitely this will kickstart the sale of the projects.
Right, gentlemen, appreciate your time and thank you for joining us. But markets, they have recovered, and both the Sensex and the Nifty, they have recovered quite meaningfully from the day's low. 59.10 for Nifty, and Nifty futures are now sitting at 59.38.